Hello, this is Zach in Georgia from America. Alright, I'm just gonna fucking wing this because I'm driving. I've got like 2 hours and 50 minutes to kill to get back to Houston. So, this video is 2 days late. I know I did post 2 days ago saying that I would be uploading just a video of the trip so far. There wasn't really too much to cover at that point, but now that we've been through Dallas and Houston, and we're heading back to Houston now to head out, we've had a few more things happen on our trip, which is good. So there's more to share. Alright, day one, leaving Wellington. That was fun. For those of you who don't know, you no longer need to have a visa to get into America. You can have what's called an ESTA. And what had happened in Wellington is when they went to go and print our boarding passes, we were able to get our boarding pass for Wellington to Auckland and then LAX to Houston. We were meant to fly straight into Houston. We were meant to fly straight into Houston, but due to a cancelled flight the night before, we were no longer doing that, and we were connecting through LAX to Houston. So we were there on the morning of our flight out, trying to get our boarding passes, which they could not print because the system that checks ESTAs, if we'd actually filled ours out, was down in America, meaning we were unable to get our Auckland to the States boarding pass, which was neat. So we were kind of worried, sitting in Wellington, were we even going to be able to make it out of the country at all? How long was this system going to be down for? Sure enough, a few phone calls to the travel agent and to the airport staff around saying, yep, no, this happened a couple of days ago, give it about 15-20 minutes. Sure enough, 20 minutes later, we get our boarding passes. Everything's all good. Get on the plane, fly to Auckland, sit in Auckland for, how long was it?
6 hours.
6 hours. Sitting down in Auckland for 6 hours, in the all kinds of still under construction terminals. That was all good. Ended up going through 3 layers of security there. The third one was just a face-to-face interview with a couple of people asking where we're going, what we're doing. Turns out it's very easy to bullshit your way into them. Sorry, very easy to get into America. They're probably listening to me now. Where's my tinfoil hat? Yeah, that was a shitty joke. Anywho, got on the plane, all good. Long ass motherfucking flight. If you've been following me on Snapchat, we had in-flight Wi-Fi, and every hour I would be sending an update, and my face over that time frame was showing different levels of degradation, I guess. Like, you could just see me slowly getting worse and worse and worse when it comes to my tiredness. Because little baby junior son of a bitch, 3 seats over, was having a fucking grizzle at everything, but yet nothing. So that was cool. And the look on the parent's face was just, the dad was like, you could tell he was thinking, is it too late to put it back in yet? Because it's clearly not done. That's a little bit of childbirth humour for you there. Just gonna leave that one right where I found it. What's next? So I ended up getting into LAX, walking, it would have been 1.5 miles from the international terminal to the national terminal. For those of you who have done that trip before, I recommend an airport shuttle. Walking was a long ass walk, especially in that heat. Eventually got on our flight. Second layer of security was all good. Turns out we had I had a bottle of water in my bag, which you're not allowed to bring through. I didn't even realise. So I scrapped that, and that was it. What's that? Oh, yes. And before all of that could happen, we got off the plane, off the Auckland to LA flight, and the ESTA system was down again. So now we couldn't get into the country now that we were there. So yeah, that was kind of like, well, clearly you've got a problem. So after all that, finally got through, got to the terminal, got on our connecting flight from LAX to Houston, Not a problem. Got to Houston, got our bags, picked up our rental car, am currently driving on the wrong side of the road because apparently that's how y'all do it here. Cowboy Church of Enos. Enos. One letter away from anus.
Penis.
Or penis, yeah. What the hell? Anywho, it's enough penises and anuses. So that was cool. So we ended up in Houston. Ended up going to this hotel that we're booked on Booking.com. Sorry, I should probably prefix this. This is going to be a long video. I'll put that on Facebook. We ended up booking a seedy little hotel in the middle of Rapesville, Texas, and basically, how did it start? We walked in, hot as hell, tired as hell, sweaty, filthy, dirty, just feeling absolutely fucking gross. We rocked up. Alright, we've got our booking here. It's like, yeah, we can see you, but you ain't paid. It's like, alright, I must not have hit pay now when we did the Booking.com thing. All good, here's our money. It's $56 for the night. So this guy fucks around for a while, all good, finally fills out the forms, gives us our room key, sends us up to our room. Not a problem, pretty happy to just have a room, don't really care where it is, just so long as we've got a bed, a nice secure room, a bed, a shower, and just somewhere where you can just kill it for the night. Ended up getting to our room, open the door, walk in, bed's not made, toothbrushes in the sink, baby pacifiers on the table, TV on, air conditioning on. This is someone else's room. Alright, neat. Have a look around. Yep, sure enough, there's still stuff in the bathroom as well. Cool, someone's living here. Never mind, let's head back downstairs and go and see the nice guy again. Head back downstairs, go and talk to the dude behind the counter. It's like, hey, looks like you may have given us someone else's room. And the look on his face was, oh, fuck, okay. And then I shit you not, the next words out of his mouth were, oh, that's fine if they ain't there, you can just use that room anyway. I'm like, yeah, no, can we grab another room, please? Yeah, hold on. Goes off, fills out another card, another form, gives us another card to another room 2 doors down. I didn't have a lot of hope at this point, so I'm sitting there thinking, fuck, alright, here we go, what's next? So he gives us the room. We haul all our luggage back upstairs, go to the next room, knock on the door just to check no one's there. Nobody answers. So, sweet, cool. Pop the swipe card in, door's on the latch. This woman comes up. Hello, who is it? I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, they've given us the wrong key to the wrong room. Sorry, really sorry. We'll, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll go see the counter. Enjoy your night. See you later. So shut the door, turn around. Take one look at Georgia and think, oh, fuck this, man. I don't feel safe here. If they're just going to give out people's fucking tags to get out into anybody's room, fuck this. So we go back downstairs again, and there's these 2 women there. Must have been a mother and a daughter or something. The daughter has been asking, so the mother didn't speak a lot of English. The daughter had been asking for, people's phones to see if she could book a room at that hotel because it was cheaper to do it through the website rather than through the front desk because America. So we genuinely didn't have working phones at this point. We says, hey, look, really sorry, but our SIMs are still, they're not US SIMs. We don't have data or anything at this point. We did, but we weren't just going to hand over our phones to someone we've never met at that hour in the middle of ass fuck nowhere. So after all that kicked off, we come back downstairs and they're still there. They're still standing at the front desk trying to figure out how to do it. And I look at Georgia and I just, I kind of beckon at the 2 women going, should we just, yeah, and Georgia's like, oh, fuck it, alright, whatever. So we tell them, it's like, hey, look, we're going to shoot off and find somewhere else. You can take our room. Yeah, that's fine. You can take our room. We'll shoot off. We'll head somewhere closer to town. And I tell the guy behind the counter, I was like, can you just tear up our contract and give the room to these 2 ladies? And they're both really happy. They give us the $40 cash they had as a thank you because, so we're only down $16. Not a problem. So we get in the car, start heading off into Houston, park up somewhere in a random Best Buy car park in the middle of nowhere, jump on the phone to our travel agent, going, hey mate, I know it's like 4:30 on a Friday over there. Is there any chance you can book us in or recommend a hotel that we could go to at short notice? So they gave us a couple of names of a couple of places, and we chose one of them, went into town. Sure enough, it's your traditional hotel with valet parking, a bed, a room with a door that locks, free snacks in the shape of a metric fuck ton of M&Ms or pretzels, and a fridge full of soda with no limit. You can grab as many as you want. So naturally, we grabbed one each, went back upstairs, and that was it. By this point, it was about 12:30 by the time we got into the room. Everything was all done. At that point, we realised we haven't eaten for about, what, would have been 8 hours? Yes, so we were pretty hungry. So we're sitting there and we're like, right, okay. We landed in Houston at 8 p.m. It's now midnight, 12:30. It's taken us 4.5 hours to get from the airport into our room. What should have been, a couple of hours at most. That's including getting off and getting everything sorted. So we're pretty grumpy. We're pretty tired. We're pretty like, fuck this. Okay, we're here. What are we going to do? We don't really want to go into the middle of Houston at night because we don't really feel safe. Sorry, left lane closed. We don't really feel safe. What do we do? So we go back down to this reception, to the counter there, and we're like, hey, we're obviously not from around here, as we don't speak like you do. What do we do for food? And then,
Y'all like pizza?
and yeah, Georgia went down to us because I was having a shower. Georgia's recollection of the situation was the receptionist just looked at her and goes, y'all like pizza? We got a place up the road by the name of Frank's. You gonna call them and they gonna deliver it this hour. And Georgia's like, yep, fuck it, Frank sounds good. So Georgia comes back to the room. I'm out of the shower, drying off, trying to find the air conditioning because it was still hot as the devil's ball sack in that room. So I'm sitting there on the bed, just like, right, what the fuck are we gonna do? I'm hungry. Georgia comes up with this number called Frank's and this phone number written on this piece of paper. I'm like, well, shit, call it. So we called Frank's. At this point, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Frank's is open. I'm like, hey, can you guys do a delivery? And they're like, yes. And it's like, well, shit. What you got, boy? We can do pizza, lasagna, sandwiches, burgers, whatever you want. Like at 1 a.m. Yep. Well, sign me up for a Hawaiian, a barbecue bacon cheeseburger, and a regular cheeseburger, please, and a side of fries. That'll be $30. Like, fuck, go for it. Bring it. Sure enough, they turn up like 45 minutes later, knock on the door. They called they called the room from down in reception saying they're here. Georgia went down, picked up the food, came back up, because at this point I still wasn't wearing any clothes because it was still hot as the devil's ball sack in that room. Eventually got some food, called it a night by 2 a.m. That was the first night. First day/night. That was 32-ish hours of travel. We were pretty fucking smashed by that point, let alone jet lag. So we had gone past overnight, and by the time we had gotten to our hotel room, it was 5, 6 p.m. that night. So we had gone through 2 days of work to pretty much just get 1 day of travel. It was something. Second day was not as eventful to begin. Ended up getting in the car, going grabbing some breakfast from... Fuck, did we go? Oh no, we just had leftover Frank's from the night before because America, pizza is as big as their fucking lanes, and their lanes are huge. I'm in a Hyundai Elantra and I'm struggling. Like, I feel like I'm hugging left, and then I look out the window and the median strip's fucking miles away. I look out the right and the median strip's equally miles away. Turns out I'm driving in a field, but hey, that's not important. Ended up having leftover sales for dinner. Breakfast, sorry. Got in the car, went and sorted out our SIM cards. Met a fantastic name by the name of Juan. Fantastic guy by the name of Juan. Of course you do in America. And we were all having a laugh the whole way through. He's a really good dude. And I can't really show you on the phone because the camera's in reverse, my front-facing camera. But he gave us his business card at the end. And his name is pronounced Juan Says. So I made a video call to a few friends and family after I got that card, and I was like, hey, I got a joke for you. We're going to go to T-Mobile today and get a SIM card. I'm not sure how much they cost. Let's see what Yeah, that's probably backwards. But anyway, the punchline was Juan says. Ended up getting a couple of SIM cards, unlimited data, unlimited calling, text within the country. You know, I don't have any of my other friends in the States. There's phone numbers, just Snapchats and Facebook, so the calling's not too much of a problem for us. Got on the road eventually, doing 70 miles an hour, heading towards Dallas. And then, yeah, tyre pressure monitoring lights come on. Oh, just one comes on. I'm thinking, shit, we got a bit of a low tyre. Alright, cool. Within about a minute of that coming on, that tyre just fucking left the building. I mean, talk about America being the land of the free. That tyre wanted the fuck out. It wanted freedom. All the air was just like, I'm out, I'm done. Bald eagles and patriotic music coming out of that tyre as that thing ripped itself to shreds. So we had a blowout at about 70 miles an hour, which was fun, changing the road in, would have been maybe 31, 32 degree, 95% humidity heat on the side of an interstate, covered in all kinds of sweat and shit. It's horrible. Ended up getting everything sorted, jumped on the phone to our car rental company and said, hey, cunt's fucked, blowing a wheel, blowing a tyre, what do we do? It's like, well, y'all pay for that insurance on your car, so there ain't no charge on getting it replaced. You get that tyre done, you pop on back to your rental car desk at the airport when you drop her off, and we gonna refund you the cost of them tires and labor. You right? So, yeah, alright, sounds good to me. Alright then, you just pay for it and we'll get you your money back. Like, sweet, done. So we pay for it, get our tyre done at this random fucking side of the road place with a Walmart in fucking Huntsville, Texas, wherever the fuck that is. Ended up getting it done, grabbed some food, carried on the road, back and got into Houston, into Dallas, through what seems to be one of their heaviest rainfalls ever. We were down to, I shit you not, you could not see 3 or 4 meters in front of the front bumper. It was just rain. We were aquaplaning at about 45 miles an hour. It was pretty fucking horrifying. Quite stressful. Needless to say, ended up getting to the hotel and like, right, let's just get some food from the bar downstairs because I am tired. I am stressed. I would just like to go to bed now. Got some food, went to bed. That was the end of day 2. Day 3 was much better. We had a lot of fun on day 3. Woke up, complimentary breakfast at the bar downstairs, which was fucking amazing to have some fresh food again. They say everything here is big. The food, I had a ham, egg and cheese croissant with a, whoa, that's a big ass bump. Oh, another one. Ham, egg and cheese croissant with a bowl of fresh fruit. Fuck, that bowl was the best bowl of fresh fruit I've ever had. Georgia had a, what'd you have?
Omelette.
An omelette with a big bowl of fresh fruit as well. Ended up jumping in the car, going for a drive down to Reunion Tower. I've posted a couple of photos of that. Ended up basically going, right, what are we going to do after this? And thought, hey, while we're in Texas, let's go shoot some shit. Which is exactly what we did. We went to the local DFW gun range for Dallas Fort Worth gun range. Hired an AK-47 and a Glock 9mm. And shot 100 rounds downrange at some paper targets. I've got those. You did pack those, right? Yep, we got those packed, and I'll post photos of those when we get home. Ended up going after that to Gas Monkey Garage, the actual workshop. No.
Gas Monkey first.
Yeah, we went to Gas Monkey first, so we went to get. Oh, tickled my balls. Anywho, ended up going to Gas Monkey Garage, got a few photos there of the genuine Gas Monkey place. Bought some genuine Gas Monkey merchandise, which I'm wearing right now. Pretty fucking cool. It's, yeah, really, really nice stuff in there. Got a couple of photos of the place around there. A couple of the cars that they've built are sitting in the merchandise store, which is quite nice. We went and visited a Best Buy to go and check that out, and Best Buy is like PB Tech and Noel Leeming on meth. It is insane. Then ended up going to Walmart, fuck that in the face. Yo, fuck that in the face. Walmart is... Oh, mate, the people everywhere just... Fuck, I'm gonna say it. Georgia's wearing a jumpsuit.
I thought it was a
She
dress.
She bought the stripy dress that she thought was a dress, went to go and put it on the hotel room, and now looks like a tube of toothpaste. She's genuinely wearing a jumpsuit, and she keeps saying, I ain't gonna wear this round home, only where we aren't at home is okay. So I'm like, alright, Min, go for it, all yours. Jesus Christ, that's a big car. End up going to, after Walmart, went and had a little bit of a drive around, ended up going to Gas Monkey Bar and Grill for dinner, which was really, really nice, really quick, really good food. On the scale of, you know, a bar and grill, the food was tasty, needless to say. Probably not the best for you, but it tasted fucking great for what it was. Then ended up going back to the hotel, sending a couple of emails, and calling it a night. Then this morning, got up, had some breakfast at IHOP, because we ain't got that when we get home. Also, they have a Lion's Den adult superstore here, which is like your peaches and cream, but it's on the side of the road in case you need drive-through dildos, which is cool, if that's what you want. What did we do this morning? Alright, we went and got breakfast at IHOP, which was basically like Denny's, but better. The food was a lot better than Denny's stuff, that's for sure. And then went to go and see the JFK Memorial, which was pretty cool, really. Like the memorial itself, and then the site where he was actually shot. I've got a couple of photos of the window he was shot out of. They've got a webcam sitting in there, so you can probably go online and check it out, the JFK webcam. And turns out the site around there is actually run by homeless people. Like all the information, all the history is told to you by the guys that just live on the street there, which is quite cool. And you can also see the crosses on the road that the homeless people repaint every so often of, you know, where he was shot. There are 3 he was shot at